is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinions according to their belief system, so whatever they think about you, it's not about you, but it's about them. That's a hard one to get your head wrapped around. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 3, NASDAQ up 7, S&P's flat, gold contract down $3.70, trading at $12.61 an ounce. Silver up 11 cents, $16.36 an ounce. Platinum up $2.50 at $9.70 an ounce. You get copper, caught another bid, pretty intense. 3.5 pennies up, $2.94 a pound. Light sweet crude down 29 cents, trading at $49.10 a barrel. We're going to have the API numbers out at 4:30. Notes, 10-year note down 6 ticks, 125.31. 30-year bond down 20, 153.22. King dollar up 206 ticks at 93.525. You have the euro trading at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 110.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? It looks like we just might have Turnaround Tuesday, folks. This is going to be wild watching this shake out because what you have is this. So picture. Monday, Friday in the summer, kind of get action going. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you have the shot to get action going. What do the S&Ps do out here today? As a couple of the Tigers and Tigresses were saying in the den, you know, the S&P folks going all the way back to the 20th of July have been trading in a very tight range. That range was 24.75 to 24.62. Bottom line, what does it do finally? Breaks topside, 24.88, and then gives it up in spades. Turns, runs downtown. We'll see where this shakes out. I expect what you're going to see is you're going to see a little more selling pressure as we get into the close. The 24.7250 number is going to be the number you want to keep your eye on in a big way. That was the low of today, and that also was a TAS profile number, and it hit it right to the tick this morning. You know, when my son Tommy and I were doing the program, we were talking about this. So it's going to be intriguing to see what it does if, in fact, it gets down there again coming into the close. And I do expect we're going to see that. If we go take a look at the Dow Industrials, this is what you have happening in the Dow. Dow Industrials, this would be the first day, number one, that you would actually close under the highs from the following day in the last 11 days. Each and every, this is the 11th all-time high we made. If we close on the 21,118.42, that would be a first. And we'll see what that means, anything. You know, evidently someone went to Sherwin-Williams and bought a little red paint. Other than that, you know, we'll see where this shakes out. NASDAQ Composite. Now, the Composite, too, folks, okay, over at our page at Facebook, at TFNN, each and every day we're doing a contest on the close, get the close. Today we're giving away the opening call. Basil's great newsletter, giving away a book, plus TD Ameritrade mouse pad, you go over to Facebook, pull up TFNN, like us, give us in the comment section where the composite's going to close out here today. You have to do this by 3:30, folks. Composite, you got a failure in the composite also. Composite gets up to a price point 64.23. Right now, we're at 63.91. You close under 63.94.24. That was testing the highs of the second. And what you're going to see, I'll do the NDX, and we'll use the Qs inside the NDX. What you're going to see is that NDX right now, the number to keep your eye on the NDX is 144.52. So the NDX has to get under the 144.52 in order to have a failure, because it was going into the 2nd of August. You're not going to have the volume. We did 42 million. Right now you're at 19 million. So we'll see how that sets up. The SPY has failed, and I suspect it's not going to get much coming into the closeout here. This is a beauty too, man, and this is like pretty intense. And what I'm talking about is that 248 was the number, and what you can see is that the Friday you had an expansion of volume as you tried to get into it. We got to 247.69. We did 60 million shares. The high has 70. Yesterday, which was the kicker, which is really cool, only did 31 million. So you're getting up at 31 million. You got the higher price. You're 13 cents away from it. Couldn't do it. Today, it does it. Thus far, it's failed. Looks like it's going to fail. Bottom line, what does that mean? That means you get a failure in price and volume. Now that would mean the S&P has a shot to get to 245. So the number that you'd be looking at, okay, is you'd be looking at now on the S&P coming back to the highs of the last consolidation. You know, you need some juice to get this thing going. And thus far, the only indice that has got going, that to me that is broken, is the NDX 100 and the composite. Both of those indices have given us three separate warnings since the 17th of May. 17th of May, it gets smoked, goes higher again, gets smoked again the 9th of June, and gets smoked again on the 27th. You know, that being said, guess what? They pull right back. S&P and Dow, though, they just didn't have the same type of setup. If we do look at the small caps haven't moved. The small caps have a big problem. The small caps, actually, it's pretty amazing when you look at the small caps, because the small caps where we were in December of 2016, you're 2 points above it. So the small caps are vulnerable in a big way. You know, they failed out here today. If we pull this a little bit closer, what you're going to see. Small caps today got into your downdraft. We did, we're 20 million. You're into 19.9. You got to 141.79. Oh, look at this, right underneath it. 141.82 is the number. No, 1 second. Yeah, 141.82. Yeah, the small caps had some decent volume, though. But the bottom line is that anything under 141.80 is a failure. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Lots of numbers, too, after the close today. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now down 8. NASDAQ is up 7. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are down 9. You get the Nasdaq up 6. S&P's down 1. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the first hour. Now, don't forget, Basil has a great show right here at TFNN, folks. Every trading day, noon to 1 Eastern Standard Time. He's also got a great newsletter. It's the opening call. In fact, today, which is a beautiful thing. In fact, you still have time to go over to Facebook. The number 1 prize today to guess the close of the NASDAQ Composite is Basil's newsletter. You get a month of Basil's newsletter absolutely free. And, of course, as you go over to TFNN and we get you on that front page, what you're going to see, let me see, I'll get you there in a second. Basil also is going to be doing the second part of his workshop, and it's not too late to get into that, folks. TFNN. Let me get this baby up. So if you come over to TFNN, what you're going to see right in the very front page, as you're going to see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, bottom line, can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Basil's going to be doing the second part. It's a 2-part series. On August 16th, which is just so fast as time's going, 5 to 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can come over. You can test drive Basil's newsletter. You get it for a free month. You're going to get the first part that he did, okay, which is last Wednesday. That'll be up immediately on your page. And then, of course, you're going to be in the second part. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. That was a lot of information in just a few minutes. Very good.
I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. Totally, man.
Right. Yeah, this is a very interesting session. One of the things that we spoke, you can see right here, we're looking at the Dow with the Chapman wave notation. Yep. This is the daily on the left, the weekly in the middle, 120-minute chart right here in the corner, right side corner.
Okay.
And right here is the monthly chart. And what's really important about this whole webinar, the 2 webinars, is the first one was really an introduction to what I do, what we're looking at, why I'm looking at it, all the different waveforms, the different sectors yes. that have been very strong, etc. And just one of the things that we talk about is this very simple form where we look for the most identifiable low bar and merely count each successively higher peak. When it gets to the 4th highest peak, D, I call it D, that's where other things can happen. Doesn't mean to say that's where it's going to turn down or anything like that. It means that at that point, you've got to assess because you could recycle back up, or that's where you could get a deeper turn down. And you can see here's the weekly chart of that PET back on the 3rd of March at 21,169. It did pull back to 20,553. Now we're in leg D in the weekly, we're in leg D in the daily, we're in leg E. We just made a peak E in the 120-minute chart, and we're in leg E in the monthly. And that's the reason why I thought it would be perfect at this particular time. I was discussing this with Tommy for so long, when I should do it. And then I said, no, timing-wise, I think that coming into August is really going to be important. And another reason why I'll show you is this right here. This is from the last webinar, and I showed this chart where it had a long-term trend line, this green uptrend line. This is the Dow monthly going back to 2003.
Okay.
That trend line was just beautiful support, and then boom, when it broke down in 2008, you didn't even come close to that level until when? Just the past 2 months. And this was from last week, remember? And here's the current level of this exact chart. This is the Dow.
It's amazing how long it takes to get something like that when you go so deep, right? When you go so low, yeah. Wow.
Correct. And that's also one of the things that we were looking at, how I used, say, the 200 period moving average, because that's 200 bars back. In monthly, it's 200 months, and weekly it's 200 weeks. That's a long time. But it's so interesting because I showed this during my show very often, that sometimes what we're looking at is I didn't want to do that, sorry. What we're looking at is a chart formation that, on the one hand, you don't even, it's like a gap. If you move powerfully away, either up or down from a gap, you don't even think about that gap for a long time. But then all of a sudden, over a period of time, it starts to come back again.
Right.
Well, yes, this is the chart live. Look, we've extended from that red line just the last week. Since the webinar, we've gone a little higher, and now we're right up against this trend line. I talk about the time sequences with this 1, 2, 3. I talk about this large pattern of cycles that has gone from this cycle A to cycle B, which is now 1 month late. But it means that we're in a cycle that says this is kind of where you want to be a little bit careful, why it's so important to be looking at the waveform as well as looking at the monthly charts and looking at the different sectors. So you remember I spoke to you, I think it was last week, I said to you, when electronic music came out, everyone thought that orchestras would die. But no, what happened was it was an amalgam. They kind of mixed different things. When a digital camera work came out, they thought, oh, that's the end of movies. No, it's an amalgam. And same thing with what we're looking at now in terms of the when we look at what's going on in the different forms, the different mediums, there's an amalgam. So it isn't as if one thing just takes over.
What does an amalgam mean?
Means everything comes together, that you use what was done previously.
Oh, cool!
And you add the new thing.
Nice.
So
well, you know what's amazing about that when you think about it. So that was the great example you brought up, because I remember. So John Williams, folks, is one of the best, composers, right?
Composers, right? Yeah.
And I remember it was so unusual and then he did. I mean, between the Star Wars, and that was all electronic and all that. And so I guess once you, that's wild. Okay, cool, I got it.
You see, now, and then last week I spoke to you and I said, I don't think retail's dead. I think something's happening here. The old companies are starting to develop and adapt and starting to use the new forms. And we saw Ralph Lauren today, big spike up.
Kors, big spike up. Yep.
So that's really what I want to introduce. So this whole webinar is it's timely in the sense that there is no time to it, because it has to talk about the big picture that we're looking at. And then in my daily newsletter, for instance, we've got a stock that we bought for new subscribers anyone who's came in for the webinar, they get the new subscription. They just got a stock that had earnings come out today, and it whipsawed up and down, and now it's nicely higher, because the work that we did says it's in a sector that might not be vulnerable to the general market right now. And that's kind of what we're looking at under the radar stocks. We spoke about General Motors. We've had General Motors for quite a while now, and it's still up above the price that we pay. It's not great, but it's not breaking down. And you would think under these conditions, General Motors would be in trouble. So this is a very timely webinar. I'm looking at it from all sorts of ways, and every day we're going through these different charts. In fact, right here, I'll show you the chart of the Dow.
That retail thing you picked up is pretty cool, Basil. It really is. Because what happened, folks, is that, Basil's been talking about this for a while, and that Coors and Ralph Lauren took off like a rocket ship today. And I guess it's going to be the brands now. I mean, Tom and I were talking about this morning.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Walmart, Costco, right. So, in fact, we have a retail which might be right under pressure. We'll see how it comes out with earnings in 2 days. We'll see how that one does. But what I've done is I show the Dow chart every single day. I give my newsletter. I've drawn a little dash chart formation that I think could form over the next few days. The MACD and stochastic are still holding well. These are all things I talk about. They get this every day in the update.
And folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You go into newsletters, trading newsletters. You can test drive Basil's newsletter right now. Right on the front page, folks. Test drive it, 30 days. Come into the workshop. You're going to love it. Basil, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go over to the S&Ps, and because when I started the program, folks, I was showing you the 2472.50 is the daily profile, and this is a big number, and we just came into it and took it apart. So this is a very hard number one to break, but I want to show you something. And depending on how long you've been listening here, or if you have the out of time in the trade, that number just got broken with wide price spread and volume, and that's what it needs. Now, it's still, you can see it's still struggling. We're 24.72, 25. But that indication there with the type of volume, it's like crazy. Like, how does the market know, number one, that's the number? And then number two, how did the volume explode to 60,000 contracts inside the E-minis? Well, it did. It did. I suspect what you're going to have now, the way this works, when you get that wide price spread and you get the volume, your probability goes much higher that we're going to keep going lower. That's how this shakes out. You know, it's kind of shaking this baby off right now. But bottom line, you know, it was kind of like when Basil was talking about, and that was really cool. He was talking about is that when we came down in 2008, we got so low that we're coming up to that channel line again, and that channel line it took 8 years to come up to it because we went so low. It's always, to me, it's always been hard to kind of comprehend how do the charts know that that's a line that you should be aware of, okay? But they do. That's the other side of it. We get over, let's go take a look at the, what's going to get interesting here is that, so let's take a look at the Qs, because the Qs did not look that they could actually get under this 144.52 when we first did the first update. But bottom line, we're under it. We're 144.26 right now. You've done 21 million. You're going against 41 million. Bottom line, it doesn't look like it's going to make it. Now, what gets intriguing here is this. What is opened is 143.90. And if we get down to 143.90 before this close, get out of the way, because the 143.90, folks, has to do with the high of June 9th, which is really your benchmark. That's your larger benchmark. Let's put it that way. You get underneath that thing, get out. We'll open down 25 S&P points tomorrow morning, because you got to remember something. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the summer, that's the name of the game. Monday, Friday, no action. We don't have. You don't have. There's a lot of things that are out of the way right now that you don't have to worry about. Let's go to our man Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good afternoon, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. I just see this TVIX popping up there like a rocket here.
It did, man. So let's take a look at this. We know he bought it 2 days ago because he called the show. So you get
I bought some more this morning.
That's a beautiful thing. Okay, so you got the Velocity Shares 2-time shot ETN. And, you know, this little baby right now is trading at $16.91. Bottom line is that, you know, $17.92 can be hit. That can be hit today. I mean, you know, this thing, because of the way this likes to trade, folks, in 10 minutes, this just went up 90 cents. You know, because what it is that this has everything to do with the amount of options that are being bought inside the marketplace. And what ends up happening is that this happens very quick when things go red. And bottom line is that you can basically hit the buttons very quickly and throw on as much insurance as you want. But guess what? When it's raining out, which is raining out right now, the insurance gets more expensive. That's what Tom was looking for, the insurance to get more expensive. And guess what? It got more expensive. And it looks to me, coming into this close, you know, you got 34 minutes, man. 34 minutes in a turnaround market, folks, is a long period of time. So you got action, man.
I do. Okay. I'm hoping that it doesn't go up too much today, I think, because Steve usually says that if it goes up more than that, VIX goes up more than 10% in a day, that usually the next day it's coming back down.
Well, just sell at the end of the day. Who cares? Let it go. Let it go up 10%. Sell at the end of the day. Bring your wife to the Four Seasons tonight. Groove. Wait for another couple of days and do it again.
Yeah, I guess that could be. I guess I'll have to just watch it on the close. I was really hoping for a big score tomorrow.
Well, you're gonna get a big. Hey, why not get a big score today? Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now?
All right, Tom. Well, thank you for straightening my head out there.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, but you know what? It's
what?
Just take the money at the close, man.
Yep. Take that. Yep. Okay.
Cooking, brother.
That's good advice. Thank you very much.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. So Dow, let's go take a look at the Dow. People will be in shock. Sherwin-Williams came out. They must have had a sale on red paint. There's no doubt, man. So we'll see. How this is a classic, man. And where I think one of the most important things to wrap your head around a bit here, folks, is the aspect that this whole Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the only days that you can really get something going. And I expect that it seems that that's exactly what we have, because the market, as I said a little bit earlier, the NDX 100 and the NASDAQ have given us the warnings. And they're good ones, you know what I mean? And when these things go, they like to really go, When that thing starts to go south, it wants to go south. Now, inside the NDX, let's see what the strength is out here. So the strength is Norwegian Cruise, that's up 4.7%. Liberty's up 2.2%. The weakness is QVC, that's down 10%. Henry Schein's off 4.5%. BioMarlin's off 4.6%, and ADP's down 3.4%. That's not really, QVC's a big number. Inside the Dow, and the Dow is getting some steam on the way down. You have IBM, that's the leader on the way down. That's putting 9 negative points. Goldman's putting 8. Boeing's putting 7. Positive, Apple's putting 6 positive points in. Chevron's 2. Now, if we go to Apple, what you're going to see is that Apple hit a high out here of 161.83 today. That also is coming off the high, and so if you get into people a little paranoid in Apple also. You get them paranoid in Apple, and you'll see this thing go south pretty quickly. Apple only has to close down 10 more cents from where we are. 159.75 on Apple would be a failure on price and volume also. It got so 159.89 right now. We go to Google. Let's take a look at Google. Google out here. That's trading down $2, and it had been up 7. So that's putting some damage into the NDX. Amazon was that's down $9 from its high. Microsoft, that's high of today. That is, folks, when we're talking. Microsoft's, I see. Microsoft's giving some beating in here too. Yeah, Microsoft was up at 7. Well, that's not that bad. 73 down to 72. So there's gonna be a lot more action as we come into this closeout here. Let's go to the IWM and take a look at the IWM. Yeah, the IWM's leading, man. Interesting. IWM just went from 141 to 139.79. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now down 35. NASDAQ off 20. S&P's down 6.5. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 32. You get the Nasdaq off 18. S&Ps are down 5.5. Let's go over and we'll take a look at Disney. So Disney is coming out with its numbers 5 minutes after 4 today. We are trading 106.82. So what do we got in Disney? Let's take a look at this baby. So Disney, we'll put this on a weekly. You know, Disney's off its high of 116.10. Takes a first leg down and gets down to 102. That 102 is established beginning of July. Actually, I want to put this on a weekly instead. Okay, so that was established, yeah, the week of July 7th. Then what we do, Disney had a good week last week. So Disney goes up on 37 million. It's coming into 41 and 45 and then gives it up. There it is right there, 103. 105. It's interesting. So Disney, folks, this is going to be a cool one to watch because it doesn't look to me like Disney's going to get destroyed, and this is why. When we went up in December of 2016, 105 is some heavy support. That's what's held this thing up the last couple times. Okay, so let me get this closer to us now. So when I get it closer in, the volume, yeah. This doesn't look like it's going to get destroyed. So Disney's going to probably surprise us. You know, yeah, you can get to 105, but right now you're trading at 106.83. So that's not a big deal. Let's go over and take a look at Big Blue. So Big Blue is leading the Dow Industrials down right now. Goldman's right behind it. If we take a look at Big Blue right now, no, I see it's hit its 52-week low today, 142. Big Blue is having not only some big problems, but this little baby looks to me like this thing is making its way down into this 132 area. Right now you're at 142. We look at Goldman next. Goldman Sachs, so this is a classic. So Goldman comes into its downdraft from March, the week of, the day of actually March 21st. That was 5.6 million. Goldman has had a hard time getting over this 230 area, spikes over it today, 235, gives it up. Yeah, this thing is lined up good, meaning, let me look at a couple more financials, because what you have there is this. The financials haven't been able to move, folks. There it is, too. Unreal. So J.P. Morgan also gave it up in spades. J.P. Morgan got to 95.21 today, gets over the 94.51. You're at 93.77. That's another failure in price and volume. There's a lot of them, man. Holy cow. Let's go take a look at the XLF, the whole ETF structure, and see what we got. Yeah, there she is. So the ETF itself, the ETF gets up to 25.59. You're at 25.32. A close under 25.29 is also a failure on price and volume there. This is they're, here, let me do the XLE. They're selling, now, we're not down that much. There's no doubt about that. This is like nothing. But they're selling everything. They're selling every sector, folks. That's what that is showing as we start going through those different sectors. That's what's going on there. Because, percentage-wise, this is still a joke. This is not even close. What you do have is, though, that all the indices were higher. They spiked higher. That is the difference that we're actually seeing from the highs to today to where we are. Right now, the Dow's down 0.1%, S&P's are down 0.2, NASDAQ is down 0.2. If we go over and we take a look at the E-minis again, the number, as I said, and that's the number you want to, they're going to be fighting over this 24.7250. Right now, you're 24.7125. We made it down to 24.67, and the 24.67 does have a high volume low, folks. So we can get into that area, into the close. That's how that thing shakes out. So this is going to be intriguing if, in fact, that baby does get down into there. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here. So we have, let's see, Apple up $1.14. Bank of America is down 8 cents. You got Endo International, that's down $1.15. Nvidia's off 271. That's a big number because NVIDIA has been on fire. And, excuse me, folks, NVIDIA, so that's had a 5-point price spread out here today. Yeah, it's not a lot. The number to keep your eye on NVIDIA, though, is 168.50. We're at 169.70. The reason for that, that's what NVIDIA had taken out on just yesterday. Yeah, took it out yesterday, got to a higher high today. That was the last high where that monster sell-off came from. That's when NVIDIA went from a price point of 168 to 142 in one day. Let's go take a look at the volumes out here and see what we have right now. You're at 549 million on the NYSE. We take a look at the composite. Composite, it's 1.6 billion. So what you are going to have is that you are going to have a, yeah, you are. That's pretty cool. You're going to have a test of the downdraft from the 27th. You're going to have lighter volume, and then you're going to be giving it up on volume. So this is going to be pretty wild watching this thing shake out. The composite itself would have to get under 63.41 for a total failure, and I don't see that happening today. NDX 100, though, different ballgame. And the NDX, folks, let us up. That baby can lead us down about a heartbeat. 59.36. We're at 59.23. The NDX, though, actually still has to get much lower, meaning 58.97. You have to come down another 30 points. I don't expect that today, by the way, to get really bearish, because that is where that is the June 9th high. And that June 9th high, you absolutely want to keep your head wrapped around. Let's go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. XAU out here, lower price. We'll see whether we get lighter volume. I don't get this volumes until 8 o'clock tonight. It looks, let me bring up ABX, and I'll be able to kind of, okay, so that's good. ABX is down on lighter volume. We're going to 18 million, only done 7.6. That's a good indication. That's the largest weighting structure. Newmont, same deal. Newmont's coming into 8.8. You've done 3.8. Royal Gold, in fact, Royal Gold's coming out with numbers after the close, I think. Let's take a look at this. Oh, no, the 10th. Royal Gold's at 84.51, and that has lighter volume, too. So what I suspect we're gonna see is that we're going to see the HUI and the Gold Bugs Index, the XAU, rather, coming down with lighter volume, and that's what we need. That's, I expect we're going to go a little bit lower, but that's exactly the way that you want to go lower if you happen to be a bull inside the metals market. And yeah, we get 10 minutes coming into this close, and the bulls aren't going to give it up, folks. There's no doubt about that. We'll see where this shakes out. You have the Dow Industrials right now down 37. You have the NASDAQ off 14. S&Ps are down 6.5. We are going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Back. So Dow right now is down 46. You get the NASDAQ off 16. S&Ps are down 7. We'll go over those S&Ps. So the S&Ps, folks, what you're going to see, they're hitting the S&Ps. You know, we got the low out here today, 2467. You're at 2470 right now. And, you know, you get to quarter past. This wants to hit the 67 again. You know, it's a high volume low. They tried to get it up. They couldn't handle it. That thing wants to go after it. Yeah, and if we do go over to the gold, this is going to get interesting watching gold, because gold just caught a bid also up the other side. You know, gold just went from a price point of 1260 to 1265.10. There's going to be a lot of moving pieces here. We take a look at the NQs, NQU7. So the NQs. They had a couple of push downs. It's pretty amazing how many points the NQ can go south when it goes south. You know, your first leg this afternoon had taken it from 59.72, and we got down to the 59.46 pretty quickly. And then it was like, okay, man, the low of this morning was 59.12. Well, it basically took that baby apart. It went down to 59.07. Now, the cool thing is that what you do have here, even coming into tomorrow morning, if it doesn't hit it tonight, you have a high volume low at that 59.07 once again. So when you start taking a look at how these setups are, what tends to happen, well, if you're, basically if you're trading intraday, you have a target, and having a target is always a good thing, meaning you have a reasoning why you think it's going to get to a certain place. After the close, the big one's going to be Disney, of course, and as I said a little bit earlier, Disney doesn't look that bad. 106.50. It looks like 106, 107 is the number. That's what it looks. You stay right there, folks. We are going to be coming back with lots of numbers after the close out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 46. Nasdaq is off 17. S&Ps are down 7.5. And we'll see. That S&P number, 2472.50. You can't get above that, you'll see a bad day tomorrow. We're going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate the growling problem with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Miracles happen when you forgive. You are born with the capacity to forgive, but you learn the opposite behavior. You learn not to forgive, you practice not to forgive, and you master not to forgive. When you learn to let go of your pride and ask for forgiveness, miracles start to happen in your life. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 33, Nasdaq off 13, S&P's down 4.5, gold contract up $1.40, trading at $12.66 an ounce. Silver up 18 cents, $16.44 an ounce. Copper, big bid on copper, up 3.5 pennies, $2.94 a pound. Light sweet crude, down 25 cents, $49.10 a barrel. 4:30, folks, API numbers coming out. That's going to move that baby around. Notes, 10-year note down 2 ticks, 126.03. 30-year bond off 9 ticks, 154.01. King dollar up 211 ticks, trading at 93.520. King dollar, folks, is going to be going after this 95 to 96 area. We'll find out if it has any juice, meaning do we have any volume on the way up. If we get light volume on the way up, guess what? That's going to be a monster ABC structure on the way down that's going to go after this 88 area. The euro is at 117.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading at 110.25 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, we get a failure on price, failure on volume. As we tested the highs, July 27th rather, $248 even. Where do we go? We get up here today to the $248.91. You do that with 53 million shares versus the high of 70 million. Bottom line, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the summer. Guess what, folks? Now we have 2 days to make a run to 245. 245. That's not a huge amount down. There's no doubt about that. 245 is where we broke out from. We get down there, though. If we get down there with volume, then that's going to open up the floodgates. Dow Industrials. What did the Dow do? Dow made an all-time high 11 days in a row. First day that it closed actually under the following day. So we're down $33, which in fact is not a big deal. Let's go over to the S&P. So if we go to the S&P future first, what you're going to look at is this. The future right now is at 2472. The number that you want to keep your eye on, futures close at 5 more minutes, 4:15. And the bulls and bears are fighting over this number, folks. It's 2472.50. What that is, that's your profile, your daily profile for the day. You close underneath that thing, guess what? That's going to open up 2451. And right now you're at 2472. We go take a look at the NDX 100. That also failed on price, failed on volume. We got to a high out here today of 145.47. You're closing out at 144.28. That went into the highs of last Wednesday. You're talking 30 million versus 41 million. Can't handle it. Disney just come out with numbers. Disney closed at a price point of 106, almost 107. That's trading at 104. This is a big one, I believe. Priceline closed at $2,049. That's trading down $110. That's trading at $19.32. Netflix, NFLX. Netflix closed at a price point of 178. That's trading 172. FOSL, thanks, Dave. Fossil closed at 1184. That's trading at 916. Fossil's going out of business, folks. Bottom line, that thing is one big mess. No doubt about that. We go take a look at the gold contract. So what do we have with gold? Gold contract got a bid when the market was getting worried, but bottom line, folks, I expect you're still going to see, because what you have here, you have a monster doji after a couple days down, and that's not a good symbol. That's not a good symbol, let's put it this way. When you really just gone sideways and you haven't had a big downdraft or a big updraft. Because what you have inside the gold market now is that you have a low that was established out here today of 1257 with volume. So I figured 1250 still gain. Sad but true. The bond market. What do we have with the bond market? Bond market out here is trading at a price point. The 10-year got down to the 125.29 today. We've done 838,000 contracts. That's light volume. It's rejected lower price. You're at 126.01.03. That little baby wants to make that run for the June 14th high, which is 127.08. We go take a look at the 30. 30-year bond, same type of setup. 30-year right now, trading at a price point of 154 flat. That got down to 153.17. We had 171,000 contracts. That was going into 315,000. 30-year wants 157.08. We go over and we take a look at good old King Dollar. What do you have with King Dollar? King Dollar finally had caught a bid last Friday. Excuse me, folks. King Dollar today rejected lower price. You got down to 93.120. You're at 93.520. I suspect King Dollar is going to make this run to 96 255. So King Dollar looks like it really is going to get some movement going. It's going to be intriguing to see just what that's all about and how that's going to shake and bake. Let's go over to Disney and see what Disney has to say about their numbers. As I said, Disney had closed at 106, and right now it's at 104. Oh, here we go. Disney to end Netflix pact for streaming new releases in 2019. So the battle is on, folks. The battle is on between Disney and Netflix, okay? Disney missed their revenue numbers. Revenue numbers, the estimate was $14.24 billion. This is third quarter revenue. They come in with $14.24. Their earnings, the estimate was $1.55. They came in with $1.58. So they made their earnings. But markets never like to see, folks, the aspect that you're saying that you've made your earnings, but yet you're taking in less money. Because what that means is that you actually just cut expenses. You're not growing. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials closed down 33. NASDAQ off 13. S&P's off 4.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. PCLN. So let's take a look at Priceline. Priceline, folks, closed at $249. It's trading down 135 right now. That's only 4.5%. But what it is, and this is where the danger comes in, that's where it broke out. It broke out of $1,927. This thing bottom line, just as I said, the index had warned us. This had warned us, too. This had gone from 1927 on May 8th, and then on the 10th, you were down to 1800. Warned again on the 9th of June, where we went from 1908 down to 1781. That baby's going to open underneath that level tomorrow, so pretty intense. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday and Thursday. Now, no matter where you're listening in your car radio, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. When this program ends, you can jump right on your cell phone. You get TFN, go to TFNN.com. Just hit Tiger TV on the right-hand side. You're going to get some great HD TV. It's absolutely fabulous. If you'd like to test drive Andy's newsletter, he has 2 newsletters. He has the Daily Essentials, which is his daily newsletter, and he has the Technometer Commodity Report. Now, you can come over to our website and test both of them. You just go to TFNN, you go to newsletters, you're going to see both of those newsletters right there. Take your choice. Oh, bottom line, you can test drive both of them. Andy Heck, what's going on?
How you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Lots of action in markets. I was listening to what you're saying about the dollar, and, technically, this thing really is so overdue for a bounce.
Oh, it is. It is.
So overdue for a bounce. But where I'm struggling, technically I can buy it. I'm trying to figure out what is going to, whether it's going to drift up or whether something's going to happen that's going to cause it to go up quickly and then come down again. Because I don't think it's running back up to 100, in the longer term.
No, I think it's a dead cat. You get 95, right. You get 96. It doesn't take much when the whole, when we've come down since, we've come down for 8 months.
We've come down for 8 months. I know. That's why I'm saying it's so overdue, Right. It's kind of like the platinum of the currency market.
Well, what's so cool, Andy? I'm trying. I think we finally saw the turn in platinum, man.
I do too.
I do too. And what I mean by that,
that's why I brought it up.
Yeah, and what I mean by that, folks, is that I keep platinum and gold on the same chart so I can see the differential. And since last week, the differential's been pretty big. And I want to thank Mike in the den because he keeps me on it. I have a lot of platinum, but once I put that up, I said, man, this thing is changing. The text is changing.
It's changing.
Yeah.
I think, look, it has to get through the 1,000 level, no question. But, even on down days where gold and silver are looking lousy this week and a little bit last week, platinum's kind of held this bid, and I like the way it's building cause here.
I like that. What I don't want to happen, I can tell you this, folks, okay? What I don't want to happen is that gold takes another hit for $100 and platinum goes up $100, and that's how we get it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's
right.
Okay.
Well, if you get what you're expecting in the dollar, I would imagine we're going to go down and test 12.10, 12.15 on gold.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'd like to see it make a higher low.
Yeah.
Silver, I think silver's got to stay above 15, 14 and a half, but I would imagine that it will. I do like these precious metals. I think that they're scaled down buys.
Well, and I guess, that copper market's giving us a big heads up, man. That copper market's on fire, man.
The copper market is on fire, and let me tell you something, Tom. The next big level is right here. It's 296.10. Going back to 2015, we go through there, $3. We could go to 328, and if we do that, and there's a bigger picture going on here,
right?
Because you got strength in copper, you got strength in iron ore, you got strength in nickel.
Yeah.
You got all the base metals up from the end of 2000 and end of the second quarter. You got oil that came back from $42 up to $50, trading around 49. These industrial commodities are doing quite well, and the Baltic Index is up from 820 to 1032.
And we're gonna have those API numbers at 430 for you, folks. That's pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah. But the reason is that China is in the market buying commodities.
Right.
That's what all these things are telling you. China is buying. Now, China, there's a big Congress coming up in October. President Xi is trying to get the economy in shape for that Congress.
Okay.
And also, the situation in North Korea. I mean, the rhetoric is pretty amazing. Our stock market just is ignoring it. But there's a lot going on, in Asia with North Korea firing off all these missile tests and so on and so forth. China could be stocking up. They could be worried about, some problems with shipping lanes and the things like that in the region, military action. And I think that that's part and parcel of what we're seeing in commodities here.
Yeah, no, listen, man, it's better to have something than have something stocked away than not.
Listen, they have 1.4 billion people to take care of. Right. So they need to stockpile a lot if they think that there's any risk. You know what I mean?
Sure, right. And now, they claim that they want to slow down they want to slow down they want to slow down the debt limits, folks, but they really don't want to slow down the economy. So I think they just play, okay, we're going to give it to these companies, and then all of a sudden, okay, we're going to give it to these companies. We're going to give it to these companies. Every time I hear that China's going to slow down, it never happens, man. I mean,
they don't slow down. They got the new normal. They want it steady, but it's very hard to drive that Asian tiger.
Right.
So Thursday we have the WASDE report. We'll find out what's going on.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, we'll find out what's going to go on in that wheat market and in those grains and soybeans. Right now, wheat is on the lows. It's close to support. The market that I'm kind of concentrating on. Take a look at coffee, Tom.
Okay.
That thing has been roaring.
Let's see. So coffee. So we're at $1.46 a pound.
I see.
Yeah, that's up from $1.16. That's pretty intense, right? Okay.
Pretty intense. 148 to 150 is some technical resistance there, but that's been a very nice move in that coffee market.
Yeah, that's big volume today, man. Holy cow.
Yeah, and a big volume on our update. Interesting market there. Crude oil, I'm a little bit nervous. I think we could get a pullback to $45 because the crack spreads are coming off.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
so,
and what you had out here today, so Tommy and I were talking about this morning. You had to me, when I look at this was a failure on price and volume. Oh, hold it, maybe. Oh, no, they got, that's interesting, man. Yeah, okay, no, they got the volume up, man. Interesting. Okay.
In what? In crude oil?
Yeah. This morning there was nothing in this thing, but it started pumping. So maybe 50s. See,
it's possible.
The 50-51 looks like it wants to be hit again. So
there's a big change in the oil market going on. The old way that all of the OPEC members, the countries, sold their crude oil was via the tender system.
Okay.
On the physical side, they'd send out tenders to various buyers. The whole system, it was very antiquated. It would take, hours, if not days, to get all the bids in and then decide what they were going to do. I'm talking about countries like Iraq,
because they
Iran,
had so much control,
Malaysia.
Right? Yeah.
Right. Well, and they all use the pricing off the Saudi price.
Okay.
But the Dubai Mercantile Exchange has introduced an auction system now where the auctions can take place in as little as 2 minutes. And Iraq is sold on it. Malaysia's sold on it. There's transparency.
It's whoever wants the cash right now, right?
It's a much better system.
Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. You had the Dow finish down 33, NASDAQ off 13. The big move after the close out there, Priceline, folks, is trading down $1.35. Netflix, Disney's not renewing a deal with them. That's down $8. We're going to be right back. It's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking markets. After the closeout here, you had Priceline come out with numbers, folks. Priceline closed at $2,049. That's trading off $145. To 1910. Numbers on Priceline go like this. The earnings per share estimate was $14.19. They took in $15.14. Bottom line is they beat, but guess what? They didn't beat enough. Netflix, NFLX, Netflix closed at $178. That was down $3. That's down an additional $6. And that is not on Netflix's number. That is on Disney. Disney did come out with numbers. Disney closed at $106.98. That's trading $104.51. But what you have with Disney is that this is why Netflix is basically doing their own deal. And in fact, it's amazing because they bought their first company yesterday, which was a comic company. Disney came out with their earnings, and they said that they are going to end their pact with streaming new releases in 2019. So they're not going to feed the monster. So, WASD, right?
Yeah, WASD on Thursday. We'll see what happens. I mean, these grains have all come down dramatically. I think the downside's pretty limited here. Market tone is pretty bearish, so if you get any surprises, they should be on the upside over there.
Yeah.
As far as the other things, Bitcoin hit a new high.
Oh, I know, man.
That thing is out of control.
Here, let me see that. Even today, Bitcoin.
That thing it's crazy.
Look at this. So Bitcoin, folks, $34.57. It gapped $500 yesterday.
Yeah, nice move.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh, tough market, man. I mean, that thing was 6 cents in 2010. I don't know of any other asset that's ever moved like that.
I don't either. I don't understand enough about it to trade it either. So it's
yeah, I think it's a really scary thing. But hey, it's a comment to me on fiat currency. That's what I look at it as.
Yeah. Well,
it tells me that there's demand.
There's certainly been a lot of money made with it. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. No question about it.
Well, there's probably a lot of money lost, too.
Yes, a lot of money lost. No question. Yeah. Wherever there's a lot of money made, there's a lot of money lost, isn't it?
Right.
And for your benefit, Tom, and especially for your benefit, the price of cattle broke down below support today.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I'm going to have a big, juicy steak tonight, too.
Steaks, yeah.
I know. Yeah. I'm on a steak diet.
Broke down below 111.15. We're at 110.40 towards the end of the grilling season. Technically doesn't look that pretty here.
So let me take a look at this. Okay, yeah. So you consolidate. I see. Okay, so the bottom. Yeah, it broke the bottom of the consolidation out. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. We've been in that for quite a while. Right.
And the VIX. Let's talk about the VIX.
Yep.
The VIX popped.
People want insurance, folks. That's the bottom line.
The VIX. I got to tell you, we spoke about it. I think a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Or a week ago. We spoke about it. That you got to buy some calls or something in this VIX for a couple of months, and just tuck them away and forget about them, because this at 10, at 9, at below 9, this is ridiculous levels.
Right. And
so ridiculous.
What you're seeing out here today, folks, is that, and this had to do, no doubt with the saber rattling, and the aspect of, North Korea, us. We went from 9.95 up to 10.05, and bottom line here, I'll give you the quote. So the quote that started this baby down. So here it is. Let's see. So Trump was having a news conference. He has been very threatening. Trump told reporters, and the Bedminster Golf Club. That's we've had him say a lot of things, but this one actually did stay and hit the S&P. So we'll see how this thing shakes out. It doesn't seem like that they can do a thing. I mean, if you've ever been to North Korea, South Korea, folks, I've never been to the North, but I've been to the South 3 separate times, and to that DMZ. They're right next to each other. It's like throwing a stone.
It's a stone. I've been there too.
Yeah,
the problem is, you do something, a lot of people are going to die in South Korea very quickly.
Yeah, not just South Korea. I mean,
Seoul is 50 miles from the DMZ.
It's Taiwan. Taiwan's right there too. I mean, it's
So is Japan.
Right. So
it's an ugly situation.
Yeah.
Hey, did the API numbers come out?
Let's take a look. See, I'm sure they come out. Let's see if we can find them here. Okay, so. No, that's hold on 1 second. Come on. It's amazing.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Crude oil. Oh.
minus 7.84
Yeah,
barrels.
you're gonna get your $50.
Million barrels. Okay.
You're gonna get your 50. That's it. Gasoline up a little bit, but that's okay, because I know that the refineries are working over. Distillates down 157,000. That continues. I think these crack spreads will pop again. These are some big numbers. That's a big number.
Thanks, Ace. Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Ace. By the way, you know what? Keep your eye on that Friday rig count number. If we get a big dip in rigs, oh my God, they're going to buy crude oil like there's no tomorrow. I think a lot of people are gearing on that even more than the inventory numbers today, these days.
Yeah, but we haven't got that dip on rigs.
We haven't. We've been plus or minus one rig.
No, I know. But what that still means is that they're making money at those prices. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, they are. They are, or they're still producing what they hedged.
Right. Well,
and I've also seen the spreads narrow dramatically. Let me pull this chart up for you to take a look at, which is the December 2018 minus the December 2017 crude spread. And you can see that's down to 27 cents. That's a 1-year spread.
Okay.
27 cents in crude. That tells us that the shale guys are selling into this.
Okay.
They are selling into this. But the price is supported here. Demand is good, and it goes to the same reason that copper's going up here, Tom. Copper, crude oil, iron ore. This is not one-offs. We're seeing a sector, the industrial sector, strengthen here, especially for those commodities that float around the world. And this is China.
No, I agree. I liked it. Remember, what happened, folks, is that copper was the first mover when we got that bull market in 2002 in the whole commodity sector. Copper was the first one that gave the clue, man. It stopped moving, and it never stopped. And then
Copper.
It just brought the rest of them along with it. And, we'll see if it shakes out that way. I mean, if we pull it back, if you want to see something, and I know
The price of nickel has moved from $9,300 to $10,300 a ton. That's a big move. That's since June 30th.
Yeah, it's huge. There's no
Iron
doubt.
ore, $52 to $72. That's
Right.
40%.
No, listen. And if you want to see, folks, you know, when we're talking about cheap copper, so when this thing started moving, it used to be $67. And I remember it so well because our man, Mr. Ed Young, on it was all the time. It was 67 cents a pound. And that's
67 cents a pound.
67 cents. And then it moved up to $1.35, like nonstop. Well, when I say nonstop, I'm talking about within a year. Pull back and then never looked back from
Never look back.
$1.12 to $4.16 a pound.
Amazing.
Unreal. Well, listen, we look forward to the show, 5 o'clock right now.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
20 minutes. Thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow finished down 33, NASDAQ off 13, S&P's off 4.5.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back. Let's go see what Disney has to say, folks. So Disney closed at 106.98. It's not getting killed. It's only down $3. Trading at 103.61. So let's see what they have to say. They're going to end their... Let's see. Oh, they're going to try to do their own deal. This is going to be wild. Disney, once again shaking up the media industry, announced that it's going to stop selling movies to Netflix and begin offering ESPN sports programming and family films directly to consumers over 2 new streaming services. Starting next year, the ESPN branded service, which the company had said was in the works, will feature 10,000 live events a year, including Major League Baseball, hockey, soccer, tennis, as well as college sports. The Burbank, California-based Disney said in a statement this afternoon, the ability to stream some of Disney's most valuable sporting events and shows without a cable subscription underscores how rapidly the business is changing in the wake of online services from Netflix and Amazon, and how seriously the chief executive, Bob Iger, views the threat. It's a freaking huge threat, folks. There's no two ways about it. The bottom line is that, you know, we've been streaming forever. In fact, when Broadcast.com went public, folks, okay, it was TFNN, it was Microsoft, and Intel were actually in their prospectus, which blew my mind, because at that point we had all of 67 listeners. This is a crazy story. Online, and it was costing me $5,000 a month. And I remember calling my salesperson up saying, you know, I can't believe I'm in your prospectus, number one. That was Mark Cuban's company, and the bottom line, it went, he sold it for $1 billion. And if people realized, no one was even listening. But, you know, that was then, but that was the beginning of the streaming deal. No two ways about that. Let's go over to Al in Tampa. Hey, Al, what's going on, brother? Al, you there? Al.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Hello.
Yes, I got you. I got you.
Okay. Okay. How have you been? I'm just wondering. I went ahead and shorted lumber liquidators today. I got a little bit burnt yesterday. I thought I had to get back out of it, and then it came back up, and I'm just wondering what the pullback would be. I used to have a Fibonacci calculator. Do you still have that on your website? Or I had your first book, you know, the one with the binder that you had?
Yes. So hold it. Hey, talk to me for a second. You're always going long liquid lumber days. You shorted the stock?
Yes, because I think we're gonna have a pullback of it.
Close that shot, man. Okay, so I'm telling you, close the shot. What's going on with, you know, one of the main reasons, not one of the main reasons, you've done really well with this equity. Okay, this equity has a 24.4% short position. That means 1 out of every 4 shares are short. You do not want to be short a position like that. Just close it. You can close it right now. You can buy it back for $35.99. Just do it. It's, you know.
Oh well, I had bought it. I had already made $3,000 today on it.
Oh, good. Well, is it closed?
I went ahead and I went ahead and closed it because I don't carry my shorts overnight.
Okay, good.
Especially with this stock.
Okay, well, then that's cool. Then I'd wait until, you know, this baby gets back, you know, down somewhere into like $29. Then you can, if it's light volume, you know, the gap is $25.95. So you might have to just wait for that gap to get filled. It gets filled, and then you get action again.
You know, you were talking about Priceline. And believe it or not, I had 25,000 shares and 35,000 shares. Do you remember back right before 9/11? There was we hit the high of the market in May, and then we started pulling back, and then we had 9/11, and Priceline was at $100, and they came down. And the reason they came down is they had 2 whammies against them. One was they were tied in with Wendy's and a program where you get points and stuff like that. They tried to branch out, and then they also got tied in with the downturn in the market and also the downturn of the airlines. And I was I had bought that many, and I had to sell the shares because of I got laid off at the mines and I got sick.
Okay.
It's just like. And here you say it's like $2,000, and I had bought it for $1.37.
And
you can
folks,
look at
I'm looking. So this is what's so bizarre. I got this up in 2000 and 2001. It was $6.37. It's pretty amazing. And that, of course, that's $6.37. That is basically split adjusted too. So I see what you're saying as a buck. That's how what happens, folks. Is that when they basically split, which Priceline has done, that does that price going all the way back. So it is pretty amazing. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what that'd be worth right now if I had those 25 or 35,000.
Yeah,
it'd be like $22 million.
My God, that's sick.
I mean, isn't that sick? You must know a trade that got away from you. You must have some trade stories.
Thank God I don't have a trade like that. Not that you know. Listen, I wish I did, but no, I don't have a trade that I bought for $1,000 that's worth $22 million. That's a beauty.
Well, I bought it. I think it was $1.37 adjusted. That's where I was trading, $1.37.
Imagine
$2.
that. That's just amazing.
I know, and it's just the one that got away. But I had to take care of my health and everything else, which is more important.
Oh yeah, well, and not only that, you know, when we bring this back, I mean, it's almost like, okay, so when you take a look at it, yeah, would you really, you know, what happened there, folks, is that you would have to held it. It didn't do anything from 2001, you know. Well, actually, even the year 2007, you would have still that went up. That went up. You know, it's a 10-bagger. So that was 7 years as a 10-bagger. Whoever bought it, this is where the acceleration was insane, folks. And it's the last 2008 downdraft. That went from $45 and never looked back. That's where the first leg, so check this out. The first leg was $45 at the lows, and it never went down to $270, and then it dipped to $173, goes back up to $556, goes sideways for for a year, then runs to $13.78, goes sideways for 2 years, and then this is run. So,
yeah, I mean the thing I look at, and I look at lumber liquidators, is the same thing. They got into some situations that, you know, cost them a lot of cash and stuff there, but they didn't close their locations.
Yeah,
lumber liquidators did not close any of their locations.
Right.
They went ahead. They still had good cash flow coming in that, and they've worked their way out of it. And just I can remember Starbucks and that they said they were adding some chips and stuff. They went ahead and just added a new ceramic tile line. And my brother-in-law used to work for Cabinets Ago, which the guy that owned Lumber Liquidators owned that. And he has connections with the stores.
No, listen, you're right.
Some good sales.
Yep. You know, today's news, folks, gets wrapped in the garbage and gets thrown out. So I got it. I got this saying. And as long as the real estate market keeps going, which I think it's gonna, you got action there, man. Cooking, brother.
Yeah. Take care.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
You take a look at the S&Ps, folks. S&Ps, they failed on price, failed on volume. The SPY, the number was 248. We closed at 247.26. We did 61 million shares versus the 70 million of the last high, which was on the 27th of July. Bottom line, what does that set up? Well, that sets up a run to where we broke out from, which was the 245 area. So we'll see whether we get an expansion of volume, because what you do have is that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. In the summer, that's the only time you actually get a decent shot to get an expansion of volume. NQs, the 3 Qs, same setup. 3 Qs, they got over the high of last Wednesday. That was last Wednesday is when it was trying to test its high. We got to 144.52. Today we got over that, 145.47. You did 30 million shares versus the 41 million. That's a failure on price, failure on volume. Now, the NQs are a different ballgame, folks, because the NQs have given us 3 different warnings since the 17th of May that they want lower price. You came down hard the 17th of May, then it brushed it off, gets to a higher high, came down hard June 9th, brushed it off, went to a higher high, then came down hard on the 27th. What you're going to see out here tomorrow morning, the volatility, no doubt, is going to be out there. You're going to have Netflix, dealing with the whole Disney deal. That's down $7. That's not the end of the world. Priceline will be a big hit. Priceline is down $130. And it's not so much the 130 because you're still talking only 4% when you're actually talking a $2,000 stock. What you have, however, is that Priceline had also broken out. It broke out of $1,927. It did that on July 10th. That is going to gap down under that number, and what that sets up for Priceline, that sets up a run down into this 1801 area. So bottom line, you can expect high volatility out here tomorrow, and I expect we're going to see lower prices out here. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look for you speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.